In the wilds of the Chernobyl Exclusion Zone, a secret military base is lost. This abandoned secret military facility is located in the northwest of the Chernobyl Exclusion Zone. This military unit was established during the Soviet era. It was so secret that it could not be found on any topographical map. Only after the accident at the Chernobyl nuclear plant and the collapse of the Soviet Union did it become known that there was a small military garrison in the Chernobyl forests that was engaged in space espionage. Nowadays, the Chernobyl No. 2 military site is a message from another world, from another era. It is evidence of the confrontation between two systems, communism and capitalism. And as can be seen from these ruins, the communist system could not withstand this race, and collapsed. All that's left after the communists is a military monstrosity like this. These days, this abandoned military radar station is a man-made iceberg in the green sea of vegetation of the Chernobyl Exclusion Zone. 35 years after the accident at the Chernobyl nuclear plant, we will visit this unique site and explore this secret military facility. This secret facility, during the period of the former Soviet Union, worked in support of military missions, and was called Chernobyl 2. These huge radar systems made it possible to monitor ballistic missile launches from the territories of potential enemies, both from military bases and from submarines. Old buildings, abandoned military barracks, and other premises are almost completely destroyed and in disrepair. Radioactive contamination here is moderate, not very high. But there are places, or individual spots, with high levels of radiation. Around here, there is devastation. Everywhere there are old dead trees and abandoned rusty machinery. It's depressing to explore these places. Concrete roads and pavements are overgrown with grass and bushes. Trees have grown on the roofs of buildings. Wild nature is gradually absorbing this man-made monster. Such places in the Chernobyl zone are often called the preserve of socialism. With your head tilted upwards, you look up at the giant antenna masts and the clouds above them. When you look at the radar from the ground, it can seem as if the giant antenna reaches so far up that it reaches into the stratosphere. Time seems to stand still in this place, and the colossal metal giants may be here for decades to come. Experts estimate that the total stock of metal in the military radar's antennas is around 20,000 tons. The radar is made of quality steel and consumed about 10 megawatts. In the former Soviet Union, this radar was called Radio Center for Long-Range Communications Chernobyl No. 2. With the help of this station, the Soviet military tried to look beyond the horizon. More than 1,000 soldiers were on duty at this secret military facility every day. For them and their families, a small town was created with one street. This street was called Korolev Street. Sergei Korolev was a Soviet scientist, one of the main founders of the Soviet rocket and space technology. The garrison housed a military unit for long-range space communications. The accident at the Chernobyl nuclear plant not only changed the fate of 116,000 people who were evacuated from the radioactively contaminated zone, but also determined the sad fate of this top-secret facility. On April 26 at 11 o'clock in the afternoon, all radar systems were switched off. Radioactive dust covered the site, and the military was forced to turn off ventilation systems to keep radioactive dust from being sucked into the premises. Chernobyl, too, ceased combat duty. All military and civilians were evacuated from the contaminated zone. Thus, in 1986, the secret military facility that provided the Soviet Union's missile defense shield ceased to function, and with it, the mysterious military town.